Nailed it. Hello, friends, foes, and familiars. I am Dragons a Cats, and we're playing some Dragons Brew D&D tonight. We are down a Druidgasm tonight, but that is okay. Druidgasm will be piloted by good old Belvin, so we'll just go around real quick, one by one, and just have a little bit of a recap for a one-on-one. So we'll start off with. Actually, no. I'll just do it real quick. So our party started off last session as they prepared for the as they dealt with the corruption from the Black Razor Greatsword collected by Belvin. After some intense discussions and conversations, they then prepared for the war effort that was on their doorsteps, which was to happen in 2 weeks. As the 2 weeks time limit ended, they ventured off to the Misty Forest via teleportation circle. Arriving being escorted by Brinthar, they then encountered a young green dragon. We pick up our session as our heroes have ventured into the mine of the Galoglar family. Of the Galoglar clan. Not family, more clan. As we dive straight in to tonight's game. And we'll just get some music going, some better music. Just where is it? There it is. So.
Ah, yes. The car in the mine.
The car in the mine. So. Wait, the car in the mine?
Car went past when
Yeah, just hear a car go past, and that was the first thing I heard.
I am so sorry. So, as you begin to move into the depths of the mines, you travel through the dark mines, eventually coming across abandoned mining equipment and collapsed roofs as you traverse around and through, sometimes using your magic to move the rubble out of your direction as you begin to travel deeper and deeper within. Just let me know who's going to be taking point as you explore into these mines. They are very poorly maintained. There are some hazards around, such as spider beasties that have made their way in, along with possible collapsing roofs and support beams. So, who's going to be leading this charge?
I would say Ikram, probably.
Yeah.
I would say Ikram. You've got the best eyes out of everyone here.
And he deals with like earth
thank
and
you.
stuff.
They're green.
So Ikram's up front, then...
Do I actually have the best eyes?
Yep.
I got dark vision, but
You got the best ears.
that is true.
You got the
Well,
best senses, basically.
Senses, yes.
I do have a high passive perception.
You do have a very high passive perception.
That must mean you have a high perception.
It's a little bit high. It's not as fucking high as Sandstorm Stealth, though. Jesus.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't need that right now, necessarily.
Yeah, what's the threats like? Should I cast Pass Without Trace, or...?
So that only lasts you for an hour, but you can pass it. You still had it cast previously during the last encounter. So heading into the mine for the first hour, you would have been fine. Although once that hour had passed, you would have been well and truly an hour within the mines. So
Would we know sort of how far we are? Like until we're close to it or whatever? Because I might cast it when we're closer.
So you figure you are still about 40 miles out.
It's a long trek through the mines.
Yeah, right. I might just hold off until we get a
Yeah,
bit closer.
I'd hold it off until we can gather we're a bit closer.
Yeah.
So
The marching order I would recommend, Ikram first, then Sandstorm, Casimir, McCath, Belvin.
okay.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Squishier people in the middle.
Meat shield up front and back.
That's it. Yeah, pretty
Perfect.
much. Yeah.
What a
The
sandwich!
sacrifice.
All right. With
Wouldn't
that,
be my first death anyway.
with that, make me a survival check and a perception check. Actually, since you're leading the charge, you can make a survival check there, Ikram, as you make your way through the mines. So this is going to count for
16.
on a
bad.
On a 16, you do encounter a couple of collapsing roofs that you're able to stop the party before it crashes on down. You then come across a group of giant spiders who have taken up refuge within the mines. These spiders and their webs block your path. What would you like to do to the group?
As in, the web's blocking it, or the spiders are kind of like trying to attack us?
They are a threat, is what you've gathered from it.
Are they? So they're directly blocking the path.
Yes.
And they're looking at us like they're aware of our presence?
You make a stealth check. First, your
Would it?
survival.
Would it be a stealth check, or would it be a...
Yes.
Well, with your survival, you would have been able to pick up the webs before, like, tracking the webs before getting too close for them to be sent.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
so we see them at a distance, pretty much,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so what would you guys like to do? Should we burn the webs?
I don't want to do
Look, if we
anything too
can,
crazy within the mine.
yeah, if we
Essentially
can,
collapse.
just kind of see if we can, move them.
What kind? Like, are they? I'm going to do a nature check.
Okay.
Do I know what kind of spiders they are?
Okay, judging by the threads, they are the large fuzzy kind.
Like, are they threatening? Are they kind of pretty chill? Or...
Territorial trapdoor spiders.
Yeah, okay.
And with threads this thick, yeah, kind of kill. Kind of deadly.
We'll have. So does it look like we'll have to go through them?
You can talk to animals, can't you? Ikram?
Yeah, I was just having a think.
Just, I'm assuming they've probably seen us. If we can see them.
We can see them at the distance.
They're fucking spiders. They see everything.
Would I, just from my knowledge, would I know how many there would be with the amount of web around, or...
On your nature check, it would be a bit of a large family, probably counting in the 15s or 20s.
Holy fuck. Yeah, right, okay.
How big are these spiders?
Giant.
Only
spider.
one
Giant spiders.
Yeah, but how big is a giant spider?
Think
Are we talking
Skyrim.
like?
No.
I was thinking like a
No.
Lord of the Rings when fucking...
No. Think
Yeah, it's
Skyrim,
like
but the smaller ones.
No.
They Skyrim or they Shelob?
Regardless,
Shelob. Wait, how big are the ones in Skyrim?
Just the little big
they're
ones.
Not
Not-
like fucking...
not the Shelob size.
They're like a
gotcha.
dog size.
Dog size. Look.
Okay,
A terrifying
would they be
dog size.
kind of aggressive towards people,
Yes.
do you think?
He did say territorial, so yes.
There's probably not much food down here.
Yeah.
I
The
might
only
try
thing
to
I-
speak with animals then.
The only thing I can think of is if we offer them
Yeah.
something first to go through without them attacking us. But if you can see what you
can
do, Wikram.
Robbie is not here.
I'm sure Sandstorm wouldn't want to do that, so I'm sure actually he's asking just to kill him. So
Casimir, you wanted to be the new leader of River Guard, right?
Ikram, can you just see maybe if you can persuade our way through?
I was just saying if I've got any food or anything.
So you
I have rations.
Yeah, there's rations. You can create food. You're a druid.
I can create food. Oh,
But-
you mean the good berry thing?
Yeah, that
Do
too.
spiders eat berries?
I mean, you could flavor it however you want. You can make
I
meat
mean-
berries.
I
Wait,
can create.
how do I do meat berries?
I can create food and water as well, but I didn't take the spell.
How do we do that?
Well, no, you can't.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, it's just having a spell prepared. It's a spell called create food and water.
Oh,
I just don't have-
so how do I just don't have
I don't.
that.
I don't
You
know.
You just don't have it prepared.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I wasn't expecting.
Why don't we try and talk to them first? See if they actually
Yeah, come on,
are willing to bargain.
come on, Ikram.
Yeah, I'm just saying if I've got a bargaining chip in my inventory right now, that's all.
Can you cast speak with animals and then turn yourself into a giant spider?
Ooh,
With wild shape, I think you can.
Yeah,
that's
and then you can speak to them as your giant spider, right?
Hey!
Oh,
Ignore my food, boys.
But then we can't understand Ikram if he tries to talk to us.
Yeah, but or he could just be like,
Actually-
put one of the legs up and go.
I've got a
Sign
scroll
language.
of invisibility. How many? Does that only work for one
That'd
person?
be
Well,
one.
only one person.
Remember.
Fuck.
But you could
But-
wrap so many people up in a scroll. That's exactly how it works, right?
It's a big scroll.
Depends how big the scroll is, yeah.
Yeah. Can it work if we all just
Is it like an A4 scroll or?
Yes.
no? But see, that's not big enough to wrap one person in.
Exactly.
Not unless you shrink them down.
Yes, or they could hide their face and then they wouldn't know if people could see them.
Exactly. That's how you're invisible.
Hmm.
Is
Alright, I'm just
Spider-Man
gonna go up
blocking
to
like the whole
him and-
path?
It's making it difficult to read.
Yeah.
What's something a
Yeah,
spider would be scared
Prefer
of?
not to do anything
Fire.
explosive in here either.
Yeah, I would rather
A
not.
bigger spider.
No, but like, would they be
Or-
scared of snakes or?
Depending if it's a male spider, a female spider.
Correct.
Valid. Well, the only thing.
Because I'm
Well,
just
may-
thinking if this doesn't work, I could just change into like a giant snake or something, and
No,
real
well-
intimidating.
Would. Okay. How many of them are? How many of
15-ish.
us are there?
Oh, us.
It's in the 15s.
Within the 15s.
There's 5 of us. 5 of us. Okay, so if Ikram turns into a spider, and then what if someone else gets turned into a spider? Can we wrap the others in webs? Ikram talks, the other spider drags them in cocoons along. They're like, nope, this is our catch, guys.
And then give the other one a scroll of invisibility.
Well, that's the
Both
thing.
carry
Sandstorm can use the Shadow's Hunt to go
Yeah,
invisible.
Sandstorm will be fine.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
We still have to get through the webs.
Yeah, I know.
Sandstorm could just ride on one of the spiders.
Look,
God damn.
Ikram, go and talk to them first. See what they're like.
All right, I'm gonna go.
See if they're nice guys.
See if they're willing to let a
Speaking
couple
with
of
animal.
Okay.
your friends through.
You cast Speak with Spiders.
I'm curious as what Carl's spider voice is gonna be.
Ugh.
As you approach the spider, are you in?
Now he's got to come up with a spider voice.
Are
He
you-
totally didn't have anything.
Are you in your form, or are you in spider form?
I'm gonna go druid form. Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me how you approach this. You see that the closest spider is probably about 60 feet away from you, and it's up on the rafters that are holding up the cabin ceiling. Chains and spider webs are bound.
I'm going to walk up, not casually, but just kind of like, just hands up like this, and just be like, "Hello, I come in peace."
As soon as you get within 60 feet of it, just by that time you've put your hands up and you're just before you even start speaking, the creature turns and goes
Tasty looking. Big fleshy one.
I probably wouldn't taste very good.
Crawls on the wall and goes.
It doesn't react to me saying that.
It's crawling along the walls and goes.
You wouldn't.
You what?
Why not? You wouldn't?
No, I don't shower very often, so it'd be kind of a bit
But it's
moldy.
But that just seals in the flavor.
I don't know if this is quite the flavor you're going for. Anyway, I have a bit of a predicament, and I was wondering if you were a good bloke and would let me and a couple of friends through your webs to go and save some people.
Slowly stalking, getting closer and closer and closer to you.
Oh, and I'm fully aware of it. I'm also going to be paying attention to around me in case something comes out from behind or
Three more have dropped down from the roof.
like in front of me or behind me or
In front of you.
okay.
I'm keeping an eye out for behind him. As soon as something bad happens, which it probably will, I'm gonna just
Definitely.
Me and
It's not
Sam
gonna go well.
Alright. Make a persuasion check, by the way.
come on, Ikram.
Sure. 20.
Hey,
A
nice.
natty 20.
Do you bring the tasty dwarf, the fat ones? Do dig.
Wait, you want me to bring you the tasty dwarves?
Do you?
What if I bring you some other kinds of meat that aren't human or dwarf or I don't know, humanoid?
You see the mouth is salivating. Like, it's interested. You can read its expression.
Because we're going to have to come back through here, aren't we? That's the problem.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm just thinking because if there is a way we can get some fucking cooked chicken or something and just with us.
I don't think it matters
While
if
we're
it's cooked with spiders.
We'll just go to
You know what I
KFC,
mean,
Yeah.
get some zinger burgers.
So I'm just going to say to him, well, our plan is to so what we're going to do is we're going to go through here and we're going to bring some people back through here, and I will also bring some food with me if you let us do this.
Alright. Make a persuasion check again, because this is going to be a bit of a higher DC. Because now his friends are here.
16.
But what if we just eat you now?
Okay.
If they're still getting closer and closer, I'm just gonna get ready to cast a spell.
Okay.
Just gonna whisper in the ring.
I'm going to...
How's that going, Ikram?
I'm dealing with it.
Just yell out when you need help.
I'm going to use Druidcraft and do a bit of an intimidation thing and be like, and just create fire in my hand, like a decent size. And basically just be like, or you could let us through and agree to what I just said.
Ooh, okay.
19 on the intimidation.
Alright, you see them back up and they're just like,
And you hear it says, no, don't, no, no, don't do that. No.
and they kind of crawls away scared at the light of the flame.
So do we have a deal?
Deal, no flame, no flame.
Okay, and then I'll just... I'm going to hold out my hand and be like, shake on it. and see how this goes. I'm going to
One
extinguish the.
long, sharp, fuzzy insect leg is put out
Yeah.
towards you, trying to understand what's happening right now.
So we're in agreement.
Yeah.
Nice doing business with you. And then I'll just say through the ring. All right, let's go.
All right, let's move. Let's move quickly.
I would still be cautious though.
Yes.
I'm being very cautious.
Yeah. Same.
As you're all being very
Same lineup.
cautious, making your way through this spider's nest, you're all very close and going very quick, and spiders are all watching you as you go, just being like, "Oh, well, maybe if someone drops behind, like, who knows what would happen? Like, who knows?" But you manage to pass the spiders. And you get through the next section of mine, where you eventually find a minecart along tracks.
Great work there, Ikram. I did not expect that to happen either. So
Neither did I.
some good rolls, man.
I'm gonna roll like shit for the rest of the night, so
It's
I'm
fine.
going to do
We
nothing.
got through the main.
You
it was
done
the-
your part.
That was the main part. I feel the spiders for sure.
Yeah, Carl's just like, fuck, now I've got to wing the rest of this, because that was meant to take all night.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Spiders. Spiders are the main thing.
No.
No, it's not.
All right. So sorry.
How good is the condition of this cart?
A little rusted. Nothing in prestidigitation wouldn't.
Clean.
Yeah, nothing in prestidigitation wouldn't clean. Maybe a bit of mending to really.
Is there anything inside the minecart?
You see that there is some steel and iron ore, along with a pickaxe.
Guys, we're finally going to play Minecraft.
Get in.
Is it just
It's big enough to fit 4 people in.
yeah?
Just not big enough for us. But we can follow the tracks at least.
I wouldn't trust it. Make too much noise to
Yeah.
pass at all. And there's nothing
No
inside.
matter how
Surely still
fun it
got
would
40
be.
miles.
Let's keep going.
But that's why he's put it there.
But it's not big enough for all of us.
And
Oh.
it
Can't
would be very loud.
you summon a noble steed or something?
Yes.
That'll ride one person or maybe two.
Yeah, and then the rest of us will get in the cart.
Yeah.
Does the minecart look operational?
With a
Awesome.
mending and a prestidigitation, yes.
Is that you? Have you got that all covered?
I wonder how much faster it would actually be, though.
You wouldn't have to walk.
Would the shafts would not be big enough for a horse to run through, would it?
A
Judging from that.
donkey, maybe, but not a horse.
No.
Like a
Please.
small dog.
A noble steed.
A noble mule.
Fine, we'll walk.
Well,
I just don't
Would
think
it-
it'd be
would it-
that much faster, to be honest. Because we still need something to push the cart.
because it's not like it's a downhill.
Stretch. How would
so-
you? Yeah, I suppose.
Well, that would mean you guys all go in it, and then I would push.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And
Thanks,
I got
Melvin.
us through the spiders.
Yeah, Belden, for the next 2 days, it's leg day.
You're just pushing the whole time. Oh no, he'd be
look-
fucked.
Look, if I will agree to that, but Pass Without a Trace has to be up the whole time, because it'd be way too loud otherwise.
Yeah,
You
true.
need something to mask the sound, just in
Yeah,
case.
let's. I think we're better off just on foot.
Fine.
All right. Let's keep this pace up.
Thought you didn't like metal as a druid.
Oh yeah, true. I
Yeah,
feel like I'm a very blasé druid.
you're very,
Yeah.
that's because you're a
Well,
stoner,
easy
Dad.
going.
Placed.
Yes, they were.
You're very blue. Druid.
Where are we, by the way?
You're underground in the mine shaft. So,
There were spiders.
eventually,
No, it's more like, oh, the spiders are real.
I thought they were just really weird people.
Just look down and just see those little marks in his new braces. Like,
Devil.
where'd my bark go, man? Anyway, I did add the braces of archery to Ikram as well, so that will
thanks,
now
mate.
show up on character sheet.
On my rolls.
Yes. So, as you're going along on the end through the rest of the day, Casimir, you receive a couple of sendings. The sendings from Ella, the cleric who raised Ikram.
Yeah. Okay.
A couple come through. Tells you that the Alliance and the Order of the Gauntlet's joint forces have met up and are traversing along the Delimba River.
Mm-hmm.
These forces are led by Sir Isterval and second in command by Omfa Throom. A couple of hours later, you receive another one that says King Melandric's archers have taking position across the river from Secomber, waiting for them to begin the battle.
Okay.
You then receive another one saying the Blade Song Mages of Thalashira are then prepared to join once the initial battle begins.
Okay.
You can reply to those.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want?
Yeah, when I
you-
cast my own sending.
No, you don't. You can just reply to their sending.
But you can
No,
also
you
cast
need-
it.
You need to cast your own.
No, you
It's
can
only,
reply to
it's only what?
You
It's only
can,
one way.
yeah, you can reply to it if
reply to
someone's
sending without
cast.
using your own spell.
But you can reply to each one. But if you want to talk more, you can always do your own sentence.
And can answer in a like manner immediately.
Correct.
So you don't have to
Okay.
use your own
You're right.
spell.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'll pass this on to the group. And I would have also sent the sending to who's commanding the
So,
whole army?
so
Isterval?
Isterval.
I would have sent him a sending about our encounter with the Young Green, and that what they told us about the seer, basically like that they can see what's going on.
Mhm.
Like they're a seer,
You'll say,
so like just be cautious. Like the enemy might be aware of your movements.
And I would recommend letting them know that we are currently en route underneath in the mines, in an old mine shaft, to gain access into Secomber from within.
he replies back, thank you for the intel on the seer. Let me know straight away if the rescue effort is a success and we can launch our attack. If you have another plan to attack, and then how would you wish to proceed?
Have we discussed that actually?
I'd recommend that we, when we get there, if we can, assess the situation ourselves.
Yeah.
If it looks like we have a path that we can get to them without having any sort of conflict, then great, and then we can do that and let them know. Or if it looks like the fight starting might be the distraction we need to rescue the dwarves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think once we get there, would be a better place to decide.
No, I agree with that. Alright. Well, yeah, I'll just tell him that I'll keep him updated.
Okay. As you continue going on, you get to the point where you decide to take a rest. You've been traveling within the mines for a good 6 hours.
Put up a tiny hut.
Blast out the tiny hut. The 5 of you then spend the night in close proximity with each other, resting and recuperating. Sandstorm goes a little stir crazy and gets the hell out of my bag because you're being a little monster. Aren't you, girl?
This is how we talk to Sandstorm in character.
Exactly. Aren't you?
You being a little monster.
During the night, you receive Sandstorm receives a sending as well. He then looks up to say, the G-Force is joined up with Elevane's Griffin Cavalry, heading to join the rest of the forces.
Alright.
Such a hilarious name. All I can picture is like them flying along and there's like so much G-force.
I gotta love Robbie's naming mechanics. So, as you're here, your time of rest goes across without an issue. You are left alone in the hut. It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Alright.
Sound echoes completely off the walls, and by the time you awake, well, you awake rested and ready for the next day.
Alright. Let's keep going. I don't think we can really stretch this out. Everyone seems to be getting ready.
Again, this day goes across without any encounters or such. It's a day of marching, day of movement. You do receive some more sendings. Sandstorm is a little stir crazy being underground. Oh my gosh, he's been crazy. Belvin, you receive a sending that tells you that King Conrad reports 200 battle rages, and you know those as the heavy infantry of the dwarfs, wearing specialized spiked armor, which they can basically curl up into spiked balls and just throw themselves headstrong into danger in battle.
That's cool. Yeah.
Turn to little Sonic the Hedgehogs.
Yeah.
Just roll up people.
They were quite impressive to see in the last war. Did you say that they are there and ready?
They have been prepared in wait for the news of the rescue of the Galaglar clan from Citadel Adbar.
Yep.
Waiting on a teleportation circle coordinate.
Awesome. Cool. I'll reply to that and just say we are en route through an old mine shaft to infiltrate Secomber from within and hopefully rescue all that are there without too much conflict. Keep you posted.
Thank you. Thank you, General. Here in reply. As the rest of the day goes past, you receive one more, which is that the Alliance forces encountered the Vanguard force that was, and then met them out in the fields. And with that, I need someone to roll a D100.
Who's feeling lucky?
Not me, because I've rolled pretty high already.
35. It's hard with the D100. You don't know what's good and what's not. So
True.
All right. With that, they just managed to send the Vanguard forces into retreat. The Iron Circle runs around in defeat, meeting out in the fields. Although
nice.
the Alliance forces themselves, their frontline troops did take some heavy casualties in the fighting.
we definitely need to speed this up so we can contribute. How far away are we? Do we know?
That's probably a question for Ikram. To be honest.
What was
Like,
the
how
question?
far have we travelled? Basically, how far have we got to go?
Ah. Do I need to do a check for that, or
You can make a survival check if you want. But you know you've travelled. You
17.
travelled 24. You travelled 20 miles yesterday. Well, we know you travelled 20 miles today. You travelled 16 yesterday. So
We'd be getting pretty close.
So you'd be getting close. But by the end of the day, it is you're worn out, exhausted just from the march.
Yep.
Tired, dirty, and smelly.
Alrighty.
And now we've
so
slept.
should we just set up camp here
So yeah,
and then
where you take.
and then proceed in the morning?
Yep. Definitely. I think we recuperate now, and then first thing.
All right. And with that, you pop the hut and have another rest.
Okie doke.
Let me just reset my spells and HP. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Pick your spells. Don't forget you pick and prepare your
Yeah,
spells.
pick them. That's right. That's right.
Good idea.
I would have
So
been every time we
we're-
sleep as well. By the way, I would have been throwing up private sanctums, so we couldn't be spied on.
Okay.
At least while we slept.
All right. So on.
That's all that is.
So the game plan is to go in, get these dwarves. Can we just have that discussion before we go to bed, just so that way I can know what to prep for tomorrow?
Yeah. So the plan is, whatever entrance exit we come out of, it'll be around Secomber. We need to make sure we can infiltrate, find out where the dwarves are, and see if we can
Yeah.
get the dwarves out without too much disturbance in their camp.
Okay.
Hopefully not alert anyone that we're there.
Yeah.
And we have to try and get the dwarves out unharmed.
Are
The
we,
one
are we
thing-
looking at a particular time frame?
ASAP.
I'm thinking if we can do it as early as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like
You think-
before dawn,
Casimir,
so the security's probably lower.
would you be able to cast a teleportation circle on the dwarves so you can teleport them out instead of having to have them leave?
That's what I was thinking. And then if we can get them out safely, we can potentially strike
Exactly.
where they're
from
not
within.
prepared. Yeah.
I mean, that way we don't have to worry about them moving through the camp, so we can find where they are, get them out there, and then decide what we're going to do from there.
Would a teleportation circle work?
Yeah.
In that regard,
I can
Like,
send
can
them
you-
back to
can you
Rivergate or
move-
something.
Can you move that many people?
However many people can go through in 6 seconds.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, it's the same as the my
Same-
tree then.
Same as tree stride, yeah.
So
He just doesn't need a tree. He just takes a
It's
minute to
a
cast.
10-foot diameter circle.
Gotcha.
So if people surrounded it, they could all just go in quickly.
So it's kind of the same as mine, just not
Just better, basically.
Teleportation
a
circle
bit more
takes
convenient.
it takes a minute to cast though.
Yeah.
Compared to tree
like-
stride doesn't. Tree
Mine's
stride's-
instant.
yeah, it's in action. But still lasts for 1 round. So it's however many people can go through the portal, pretty much.
Yep.
So yeah, I reckon that's going to be the best way to get them out. Man, the hard part's going to be try to find them and get to them.
I'm hoping they're all located within the mine. Like, I expect they will be kept together.
Yes.
And
Well,
if they're
they
working down here,
from
then
reports, I believe they were being used to mine the ore, the pink ore, still.
Hmm.
That's right, Kyle, isn't it? That's what we heard.
Yep.
They were used to mine more of that ore. So they're probably held with pretty close to one of the active mines. So if we can, once we get there and figure out our bearings, and then go into our memory banks to remember where the mines were last time we came through here. So pretty much search and rescue, and then possibly a fight. So prepare for that tomorrow.
Okay. How many spells was it I can prepare? I've completely blanked.
Your level plus your wisdom modifier, if I'm not mistaken.
12 plus.
12 plus 5.
This is 17. Fuck, that was more than I thought. I've been keeping it low then.
Alright. With that, you awake when you plan to. And you can move on. Continuing to move on.
Belvin is going to start talking everybody up for 10 minutes. And just, how
Exactly 10 minutes.
yes, for 10
How
minutes.
good are we, guys? How
10
good
minutes
are
straight.
we?
Braveheart speech.
We
Give me some
This is-
snippets.
Speech,
This is-
speech.
Speech,
This is-
speech.
this sort of thing is what we're meant to do, right? I believe that we can get these dwarves out safely. Everyone here is skilled enough for it. And I know that we're all going to be okay after this. Because we all have each other's backs.
Hoorah!
So, inspiring leader. Everyone gains... what is it again?
Level plus charisma.
16 temp hit points.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So you're
Actually, pretty solid.
And a level.
We leveled up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's 16 temporary hit points and a level. It says so right in the spell.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you should just use that every day.
Yeah, should I?
It's
Belvin
good.
never
We
stops
would
talking.
be gods.
It's good being 28 years worth of levels in a day.
How many did you say? 16 was it?
16 temporary hit points, yep.
And now we're level 13.
No.
Yeah.
As 2 hours into your march, Ikram, up front you then begin to hear whispers coming from beyond in the cavern. Whispers, and one source is snoring.
I'll cast a telepathic bond on us, and then I'm going to cast seeming. To make us just look like a patrol of their soldiers, the Iron Circle.
Okay.
So does Ikram only hear that?
Only hears that. It's around a bend. As you were making your way down the mine, it is beginning to curve.
Sandstorm is gonna be like, let me go ahead and check out the area first. Don't worry, I'm invisible.
And he just
Wow,
goes.
Sandstorm finally cleared his throat.
Yeah, it needs to be more raspy.
Yeah.
It's been 21 years.
I finally got that hairball up. Why aren't you guys happy for me?
Wow, you really sound different.
Make a perception check for Sandstorm.
But I know you're an imposter. You made one fatal mistake, brother.
Alright, with that, and being stealthy as fuck, because not even going to roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to roll for it.
Don't
Okay,
need for
just so you know, that was off Sandstorm's sheet, even though it says
yeah,
me.
no,
Yeah,
thank you.
just
I guess as much. So with that, you get around the bend and you see that there's a little alcove that leads into a little small section. Through this little respite, you do see that there is a male and a female dwarf, both in tattered clothes, looking fairly beat up, having just a quiet discussion, just saying,
Look, if they're going to find us, they're going to kill us.
the woman says,
Oh, don't even worry about it. We'll keep safe, we'll keep down, we'll keep away. If we keep going past here, we're free into the forest, and then that's it. We can just go.
and then you just... Someone's asleep.
So how many are there?
Sandstorm's the only one who heard this.
3.
There's 3 of them. And just to refresher, what's the clan name again?
Galloglar.
Galoglar. Sandstorm is going to turn back and say that there's 3 dwarves, and looking like they're possibly escapees. It could be part of the Gallagher clan. Do you want me to go check it out? A bit closer?
I'm a cat.
Some cat.
Well, what else are we gonna do, really?
Well, they can tell us like what's going on with the rest of them, right?
If they're part of the Gallagher clan, yeah.
This
Look.
is great for us, honestly.
Maybe I will go alone for now, just to not to startle them. And I stealth.
Again,
You just wanted to do that, didn't you?
Yes.
and again, Sandstorm just... But
And
much
you know
as...
what Sandstorm does? He pulls his cloak up. He's like, I'm gone.
It's like he literally just grabs the shadow from the ground and pulls it up like a rock.
Yeah.
I can still see your feet.
Oh, shit. Stabs Casimir so he doesn't see it.
No witnesses.
As you move on through Sandstorm, you can come up towards the dwarfs.
Yep. Sandstorm is going to.
I would have, when he came back, I would have like unmelded him from the seeming, so it just looks like Sandstorm again. Because seeming lasts 8 hours.
That's right. And you can take it off us and on us.
I can, because I'm an illusionist.
Nice, cool. All right, yeah. So Sandstorm's gonna kind of go up to them, and 5 feet away. Are you part of the Gallagher clan?
At that, they panic and they look around. They just go, "Ah! They found us! Ah!" And the woman...
And then Sandstorm's gonna come out of the shadows. No. We are part of the Alliance. We're here to rescue the Gallagher clan.
You can make a charisma check because the female dwarf has pulled a dagger out. It's more a shiv than a dagger. It's just like, I'll fucking cut you.
Cut.
Easy.
When you say alliance, just like, is it like Lord's Alliance? Like what? What the? Zabania Drake.
What?
Zabania Drake, the River Lord, who was a member of the Lord's Alliance, was Secomber before the attack. That alliance?
Yes.
It still stands?
Yes. I am Sandstorm Desert Legend. What is his titles? Lord of River God.
Titles then proceed to follow.
King of Mesro.
King of Mesro and whatever his thing with the
Rider of Birds.
Oh yeah, and what is he? Owner of whatever the Nightclaw or
Nightcrest.
Nightcrest.
Wouldn't it be like commander of the G-Force or something? That would.
The
That would
Chief
be honest.
Commander.
Gee, Commander.
Oh, I love you.
Alright,
Oh, no, he could be a pilot. I guess he'd be like a commanding pilot.
Wing Command.
Yeah, Wing Commander, yeah.
Yeah.
and Sandstorm's just gonna be like, I'm here with more, and he's gonna do these ones with his paw.
The rest of the party get the signal.
we can't see around corners. But we have telepathic bond on.
Yeah, well, that's what he said it in his mind.
He
Well,
waved to us
Feeling urge
telepathically.
come close.
Sends a telepathic image of a hand.
So we can just like
you know
hear
that-
like a little bit of wind.
You know
We're
that
like, what is
cat
that?
way when they just do these ones and they just
Yeah.
pat you softly like that? That's what you felt. Oi,
On my brain.
oi, yeah.
Or sometimes they do the little side swipe.
Yeah.
Little slap.
So, as the rest of the group comes around the corner, you see these two dwarves who've been nursing their wounds has woken up the other one, and as you all approach, the female dwarf speaks up, saying, "My name is Jocelyn Galogla, and this is Elmnit and Rosgrom. We're lucky to escape. If you say you're from the Alliance, we haven't really escaped. We're just... they're either going to assume we died in a cave-in or something, or they'll come hunt us."
Well, you can be reassured that you are safe now. We're here to get you out. But we need to ask, is there any more of your clan still there?
Rosgrom speaks up, goes, yes, there's 15 others of us are usually brought down each day into the mine in the morning and night. If we resist, we're tortured, whipped, burned, and chained.
This mine or another mine?
In the south mine, from the hub. I'm assuming you know something since you came from the west end.
Well, we knew this one wasn't being used. It was a way to get in.
How do you know?
There is one of your clan, part of our settlements in Riverguard. Jesse?
Jesse motherfucking Gallagher. Serious?
running our pub.
And here we thought he abandoned us because he didn't like us. He got sick of the mining life and went to... Yeah.
Well,
He's got a passion for brewing.
I'm going to knock him over the head. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, you're more than welcome to, but we might need your help to guide us to where we need to go. You don't have to come with us all the way, but we have a way that we can get all of you out of here in one go.
They light it up and you're just like, really? Alright. They then tell you that the mines are split up into 3, and they all meet at the hub.
Yeah.
The River Hall was first... they then tell you about what's happened at Secomber with the River Hall was attacked first with Lord Zebenya, went down fighting, and they dragged him away into the smouldering wreckage. The Alliance forces lost their fighting spirit after that, and so did the rest of the town as they surrendered to the draconic attack during the Calling Calamity. They tell you that the town folks were either forced into labor and sent away into cages or executed. And tell you see 4 squads of soldiers, 4 of them each. Look after the laborers while down here in the mines. 2 squads rest while the other 2 overwatch us. Crossbows are always pointed at our backs. Their shifts are 8 hours apart across the day. And going back to the surface, 1 squad leads while the other 3 bring up the rear. In case we've tried to do it in the past to turn against them, but it always now ends up the same.
Well, is there one entrance in Secomber to the mines, or is there multiple?
It's only the one. It is straight out of them.
Well,
How many in a squad?
4.
And there's 4 squads usually.
2 on rest, 1 and 2 active.
and these are they all in the one area, or they generally spread out depending on where you all are?
It depends when we're all up, but there's usually 2 squads down with the miners in the southern, while there's 2 squads. The squad that's supposed to be resting, but they usually just chain us up and make us do all the work while they rest. And mostly just get drunk and take naps in between each.
Alrighty. Well, so
Yes.
8 hours
That could come in.
shifts, and there's only the one entrance and exit really from Secomber.
Yes, go straight up into the workhouse.
How big is the entrance?
It's a mine shaft. We can fit mine equipment and gear and a cart on it. It's got a turntable for the cart and tracks to go on. It's then raised up via pulleys.
Is there
What time is it now?
Ikram?
Make an intelligence check. You're underground.
Ikram,
10.
I've got an idea. Are you able to make a wall of stone today?
What sucks is I literally swapped that out for a wall of thorns.
So you also find that
I got wall of and wall of fire.
Okay.
Way to do this.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. I definitely think we can do this.
Can't you use that?
I'm gonna prepare.
Oh.
Because I thought you would have a prepare.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm like, oh, we're transporting out.
He then-
We won't need something permanent. That's why I picked the wall of
yeah.
thorns.
My thought process was if we can get to the
Wall
entrance,
stone's good by itself though.
wall of stone, and then that way we don't have to worry about things coming in or them escaping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thought. But I still think we can do this if we can single out these groups, take them out as quickly as we can, and get the dwarves to a safe-ish area until we get them all. Is normally all of yous down in the mines at one time?
No, we're separated. The forge masters will be in the workhouse, while the rest of us, more equipped to the mining, out of the smithy and workshop and armory, are down
But
here.
Are you all brought at the same time?
They usually try to work us around the clock, but back at the workshop, our hall has been more or less made our stable.
But yous are all there at the same time.
Correct.
How far away is it from the entrance?
It's across. It's across from the workshop. The workshop's shaft leads directly from the workshop, and then to the left is the hall, or where they put us at night, chained up and imprisoned. And then
How many guards are generally around at a time?
30, 20. Plenty on the line, on the walls, and wyverns galore.
Yeah.
Underground?
I think
On the rooftops.
Oh, right.
I think we're better off trying to get everyone that's in the mines out while we can. We can see what we can do with the ones up on the surface. How many generally are there on the surface?
There's the forge master, the armor master, and the arms master. They
So
usually
three.
have 3 apprentices with them through each.
So 6 of yous generally up.
9.
And,
9 up on top.
yes. 9 all up. So there's not that many of... How many?
No,
15?
15 down here.
15
Plus
down
these
here, or
3.
15 all up?
15 down here.
Oh, okay.
So the 15, the 3, and then the 9.
Okay. All right. I think.
I want to just ask the group: does anyone have like a really solid grasp of like what time it is?
Everyone can make
No.
intelligence checks if you want to figure that out.
No. I'm sorry. We've been down here for a couple days now. I'm just not too sure.
Well, the dwarfs might actually, because they come down each day, right?
Oh yeah, you can ask them, and they tell you it's near on. It's still about morning tea. We snuck off at the start of the day.
All right.
I don't know. I just think our best opportunity is to get all the ones that are down in the mines out, and then
We'll start with that. Yes.
I reckon once that happens, maybe we can start the assault, and then maybe we can use that to get the rest out. How many times can you use teleportation circle, Casimir?
I can use it multiple times, providing I'm not casting a lot of other spells.
Okay. Well, I definitely think we should concentrate on the ones in the mines. I think it's going to be our best, easiest option at this point in time to get at least half of them out.
Yeah, let's start with that,
Yeah.
and we'll have to go from there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that could change quickly.
Exactly. All right. Lead us to the hub of the mines, as you said, and then once you get us there, hide, and then we'll come find you once we save everyone else.
No, of course.
All right.
Let's do this.
Lead on.
As you are led down the mine shaft, continuing on, you then begin to hear the more sounds of labor works going on, echoing through the chamber itself, till eventually, Jazz leads you towards a bend, following the track, and she then whispers, "Shh. The center of the hub is just around here." And as I move you all over, just so you all can see, you can peek around the corner and you can see that there is a group of dwarves working in a central hub at a mechanical turnstile for mine tracks, with a barricaded up section where there is turned over cart at the end of the, just before the track begins here, which then you see beyond it is the small lamp lights and sounds of foreign accents giving orders to these dwarves. There's a crack of a whip. It says, "Put your back into it, you filthy stinking piss." And with that, we're going to take a break.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you say filthy stinking pigs or piss?
He said piss.
Oh, I said piss. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know, as you do, that's just an insult people throw around all the time.
So, thanks for sticking around, everyone. We will be right back before we descend into the first part of their tactics. And we will be right back as we're going to take a little bit of a break. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink.
stick around and we'll be right back.
Wow, I see.
We're gonna go back live.
Alright, we are back live, but seeing as the camera setup was all wrong from the previous session that we last had 3 players on, we just have to have a little bit of technical difficulties. If you could see me, then we'll be right back on, if you know what I mean. Oh god, this is such a fucking pain in the ass.
Did
They're
you
all
go
over
back
the
on
place.
hold, or are we still live?
We're still live.
That's fine.
Nice.
It's
People are
fine.
used to it by now.
Look, I am too. I'm just like, bleh, whatever. Bleh.
They'll get over it.
Right. So,
Or they'll sue us. One of the two.
They don't watch us for our
Technical
skills.
skills.
exactly. They're here for the lulls and the falls. Whatever that means. So,
Make me nervous, Kyle. There's no falls today, right?
no. Not at all. Not one.
Shit, we're in danger.
Not that you know of.
danger.
I'm in danger. So, as you come around the corner, you see the mine shaft ends at a central hub. To the left, there is a small dip in the earth that leads down to a pool of stagnant water. The chamber where you are is dark until you reach on down to the central tiled hub section. What would you like to do? There is a barricaded section in front of you where the minecart is. And it's mostly just flipped over minecart at this point, and then looks like some pallet wood has been thrown up top to block it off.
Alright, Belvin will say to the dwarves, I think it'd be best if you guys stay around this corner.
We agree.
Alright. We'll be back. Alright, and so what do you think? Do we want to see if we can get up closer as quietly as we can to kind of assess that next room?
I'm thinking we could go in disguise to potentially catch them off guard like that.
Yeah, that's true. You can keep that seeming up, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
So our game plan is to save all the ones that are in this mine, get them out, and then deal with the ones in the.
Yep.
What was it? The. What do they call it?
Workshop?
In the
Not a cabin.
the workshop and stuff, because that's where they are now.
Okay.
Yep. So, which is so we want to get these ones out without the guys down here alerting above.
Without alerting anyone.
Yep.
So
So
the only problem I would have with that is we've got to try and save them all, get them out, and then get back into the workshop and get those guys without these guys. So we're going to disable these guys for
we disable
long
these
time.
guys. Yes.
Permanently.
If it
The
comes to
crippler.
it, it's gonna have to be that way. I mean, if we can just take them out without unnecessarily killing them, I guess. But if it needs to happen, it needs to happen. The main focus
what are
right
they?
now
Like,
is
what
the safety
creatures
of
are
the
they?
wolves. They're humans, generally. Aren't they?
And they're
Or,
all
like,
wearing heavy armor,
Yes.
generally.
From
Alright.
from your fly around, it was either half plate, plate, or breastplate. So it was all heavy to medium armor.
Was there any animals? Like, did they have like hounds with them, or
You did see that there was some
wyverns.
hunting hounds and wyverns on rooftops.
yeah?
There was also other pack animals as well. They're like trained fucking
Look, I think
Ankylosaurus.
we need to just
Because I'm thinking with this disguise thing, I could change into like a hound or something in there as well.
maybe when we're possibly up on
Pretty cold.
the surface, down here, I think we're
Yeah,
better
that's-
off beating these guys. All right, I think it's going to be our best chance is to just go in and see if we can maybe persuade them to keep them off guard. Maybe.
So I think
Actually, I'll turn to the dwarves and be like, so when do these guys generally start the shift?
When they unlock us, take us down into the mine
What time is that generally in the day? In the morning.
before the crack of dawn.
Okay, so it's been what, half a day almost.
A good, possibly a good 4 hours. Good 4-5 hours.
Well, how about I try to tell them that there's been a emergency change of roster. You guys need to go to the surface and have these guys.
we're
they're
coming
the same
from an odd direction, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
thinking.
that's valid.
Honestly, I don't want these guys going up to the surface. I think we go in as is and try to
What
surprise
about
them.
if we have the mine collapse? To an extent. Like a section of the mine collapses or something, and
Here or where they are.
I mean, like,
Because
it was just more to distract the guards, and then they might go in and check it out, and then we can ambush them.
I don't know if, but I mean, it might restrict us in the same moment.
Yeah, true. Using my... What's the likelihood of there being a lot of water under here?
Well, seeing that large amount of stagnant water just to your left, and being
didn't
a
see
hub
that.
underneath a large river, quite possible. It is like a
Yeah, cool.
clay sand sort of ground as well. So a bit of sludge as you walk. It picks up on the boots, but more sand than clay.
So I'm thinking I could do like a tidal wave sort of thing, and if we get them all into one spot,
We
But
still
you might-
risk collapsing the mine.
Yeah, doesn't seem like a very stable mine. We can't do anything too extreme.
I feel like I'm the only one coming up with ideas here.
I think we should use.
Moonbeam.
I'm suggesting we try to get as close as we can to each of them. Do you have invisibility on you, Kazumi?
Not prepared. I do actually have it prepared. I'm thinking we use the truth to our advantage. Say we're a patrol sent out by the seer earlier, because of a few escaped dwarves. And we can use that to potentially lure a few more out, saying we need backup to take on a horde of giant spiders.
Saying we're disguised as human guards.
Yeah, we're just like a patrol that got sent out to look for these escaped dwarves.
Yeah, right.
And what
But we came
What
up
if we
against...
bring in one of the dwarves with us
No,
now to sell more of a convincing story?
Nah, can't risk it.
Or
Well, I could always just...
polymorph into a dwarf?
I can just create an illusion of one there.
Oh yeah, that too.
But would they follow us down this path to get rid of spiders, that doesn't really concern them.
I feel like, what if he says something like, "I've caught one of them, and there's like a few more down there. I need your help to get them."
So
It
only
might
one of
sell
us
it a bit better.
could possibly, and then we lay in wait around the corner.
Yeah.
The problem, yeah, I mean that could work.
Let me just tie him up.
We'd have to knock him out first.
Wait, what? You're going to knock me out?
Whoever ends up coming.
Oh, I thought you meant me going. No.
Get back in the corner.
There's no need for that when we could just, and I'll wave my hands around, create an illusion of an unconscious dwarf.
Oh, that's impressive. That really is.
All right, I think if we move up, because around this corner here, where it's still dark, and then if you can lead people this way, and then we attack them from over this vantage point. Is that the plan, or?
I don't think we should attack them while we don't know
Four of them there.
really the layout. If we can help it. Because we don't know if they can run to get more guards.
What if I
potentially
cast
kill the
conjure
dwarves.
animals and I conjure a couple of mice to just scout out the area?
Okay. You can do that.
We'll do that.
Oh, wait.
At least if we can get a better idea of what this layout is, at least this room.
And where the dwarves are.
So yeah, if I just say like 8 mice and then just be like, we.
Coming out of the
Basically, just
wisps
tell me.
of the shadows, these 8 little mice just come around you and they just snicker, their antlers shoot up along their ears, and as you,
Why do they have antlers?
because they're Ikram summoned, and as you look down to them
They
and
look sus as fuck.
and squeak on down to them, they go, and their antlers kind of smoke away as they then begin to crawl along the wall, down along the walls as they, not like on the side of them, but at the bottom on the edge, as mice do.
What I want to know is people and the basic layout.
Alright, so
Where are the people? Where are the dwarves? What's the layout?
Yeah.
Ikram, your mice go underneath the barricade. And I'm just going to move your token, so try to keep up.
I'm watching.
You must go underneath the barricade and you come to the central hub. You see that there are 2 guards by a round table. They look incredibly tired. There's another 2 guards overwatching the situation at hand in front of you, which is 3 dwarves adjusting a turntable train track for a minecart, whereas there are another 2 dwarves sorting out the ore from the rest of the mined materials, just from the sandstone, and gathering it into separate piles. So you can count a total of 5 dwarves in here, with 4 guards.
Jesus. And all these guards look tired. I can't really say that. I feel like that's so vague.
Yeah.
That's
The
something
2
my
on the
mice would be able to
the
tell
2
me.
on the table are just like this. The other 2 just look annoyed but are paying attention. And you see that this track here leads to the north. You can tell that much, as it's kind of the most well traversed area. You see that there is also racks and racks to put your hat at the end of the day.
So you reckon that's the exit?
Yes, you also see that there is a couple of pool carts, such as this one right here. Oop. such as this one right here, where it's pushed. So your mice get the idea that, well, the mice tell you that there's the idea of the cart getting pushed up or along that northern route. Then, following the tracks down, you come towards a split section that is illuminated to the left and to the right, which is illuminated to your left. The other direction is pitch black.
Yeah, so my mice wouldn't have dark vision, would they?
They do, but it's not far.
Yeah, fair enough.
Where's Adam? You can get around.
You want to go left or you want to go right? You want to go with the light or without light?
We'll go left.
Alright. As your mice run along the track line, you then come to another intersection, but you can hear the sound of orders being given directly to the right, to the bottom split, and you can then see that there is an illuminated minecart down there. You can then see the sound of these two accents conversing with each other. And going all the way down, you can see that there are two dwarves picking away with their mine picks. With one of the guards saying, "We should probably grab the other fucking freeloaders and bring them back over here. They can have enough fucking mushrooms for lunch, enough water. Fuck, I might as well go and bring them over." And one guard leaves at that moment to head on down this shaft here. And he then disappears down that way. The other one kind of pulls out a whip and looks to the other dwarves and... Work harder, dang it!
How many dwarves are down there? Just two.
Just two in this chamber here.
Yep.
Hmm.
I'm gonna follow that other guard.
Alright. Follow the other guard and basically just moving down a track that leads directly to, if this could work for me, that'd be great. Move the boy. The boy moves. Ikram then moves. Following up. You can then see he's basically pulled his whip out and has cracked it, walking up to these two now startled dwarves, saying, "Oi! Get on back there, you got mushrooms to pick and mine and some more to do. Get on back. Oi!"
Is this the end of the path? Like there's nothing else down there?
End of the path. It kind of ends in a dip that's been flooded.
Gotcha.
I don't know for how we can get them all together. We'll say
The
we got
guards
sent by
and the
the
dwarves?
We'll say we got sent by the seer to find these runaway dwarves. There were 3 runaways. 2 of them got killed by the spiders. We managed to get the last one, and she told us to make an example of them in front of the other dwarves. This doesn't happen again.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Then you could say,
So we'll get them all together in the hub so we can make an example of this dwarf, the illusion,
And flog them.
and then we'll fucking
but then
fuck
what
up the
happens?
guards.
I was gonna say, but then what happens when the guards all come into the one room?
I can if the dwarves are all together, I can shield them with like a wall of force or something.
Yeah, but what's stopping the guards from just running out and saying,
Well, there's only one way up.
yeah, this path here.
Wait, where's the... Isn't this the elevator? Where the... In the
It's,
hub, you
no, it's
said?
up the top.
This is the path.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
up
the path.
there.
This is the path. This isn't the. This is. So up that path then leads to that elevator shaft. This is more.
Okay.
This is more of a, not multi-directional, purpose way.
Oh, right.
We could always bring him back to near
Yeah.
here.
But we can just bring him to this room because it's a big room.
Yeah, bring him back here, but we need something that will stop these guys going out.
Well, I've got a wall of thorns.
Like, yeah, just whatever will restrict them from going. If you can protect them and cast the spell, and then maybe everyone else takes care.
You know what would probably work well is if we take him down to somewhere with near the water. Literally, you cast a wall of force. I throw a tidal wave at like them.
Wait,
Fucking,
where's the water?
there's heaps of fucking water.
But you can create your own water though.
So there's a flooded
Nice.
section.
I need a source.
Of tidal wave. I wouldn't use tidal wave in a mine.
Yeah, I feel like it's just gonna collapse the mine or something.
Yeah, you can recording.
Use
tidal wave.
You use it every time.
Do it above ground with lots of forces to use it. There's a whole army you could use it on. Why use it in a
I'm
mine?
just trying to think of a way of taking out all these guards in one kind
You
of
got wall of
sweep.
fire though.
Not
There
prepared.
you go. I thought you did have it
Didn't you
prepared.
say?
I got a wall of thorns prepared.
Didn't you say wall of fire?
Oh, did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
I would use wall of thorns. That they can't traverse through wall of thorns. They can traverse through wall of fire though.
And they'll
Even though
probably
it
die.
Put
hurts
it
them.
up on the.
It hurts them, but they can still traverse through it. Does wall of thorns create like a? Not.
Oh, that doesn't tell me nothing.
I mean,
But I think that's the way to go, Casimir. I think that's get them in there, and you protect them, and then let us.
Oh,
take
it's
care
got to
of the
appear
guards.
within range on a solid surface, and last for the.
Yeah,
well, the floor's a solid surface.
the floors are solid surface, and so is the walls.
And you
Macaf-
choose to make the wall up to 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick.
McCaff speaks up and says, "I can create a wall of ice."
Yeah,
And
that'll,
that works too.
that'll work.
Perfect.
And then all we do is we do that entranceway, and then we can take care of these guards while you get these dwarves out of here. How do we feel about that, everyone?
Says Storm. McCaff.
All right, let's do it.
All right. The crazy plan is set in motion.
Yep.
How are you
Casimir.
approaching?
Disguised. So I'd let Belvin handle the talking.
Yep.
Just because you have the best persuasion and stuff.
Yep. Are we gonna have
I'd
all
say
of us,
just-
our whole group?
We're just a patrol going out,
Okay, gotcha.
and I'll be dragging along the illusion.
Gotcha.
Uh,
All right, so I'm pretty much saying we were sent by the seer about some runaway dwarves.
with the seeming as well, would all just look like
Yep.
basically human.
I'm just-
Are they all human? Actually,
Yes.
from what we
From what you
knew
know,
before-
they are all human.
But
should
yeah,
all be human.
so pretty much what I'm saying is we were sent by the seer,
To catch some
About-
runaway dwarves.
yeah, to catch some runaway dwarves. A couple were killed by some spiders.
We managed to get one.
Staffs, but we were able to capture one, and we've been instructed to use this one as a example to the others. So gather
doesn't
them
happen
all up
again.
in the hub here. All right, gotcha. All right,
Yeah.
all right. I think I got it.
Alright. Move your tokens.
All
And
right.
the,
You
other,
do-
the other dwarves can stay hidden away.
You
Well,
do,
yeah.
They will hide around the corner, though you do have the toppled over mine cart there to get through.
Yeah.
We'll have to climb over. So we're not being sneaky because we don't want to actually
Well,
appear suspicious.
As the pallet wood is pushed down and over, toppling, either moved carefully or just pushing down, all eyes are drawn to you. Even the tired ones step up, grabbing their lances, and one even pulls their sword out, and they're just looking at you. And they're
And
just like
I'm just-
surprised completely.
And just kind of dust myself. Ugh, fucking hate these mine shafts. and as moving along.
They kind of relax at seeing a fellow member.
Dragging the dwarf along.
Yeah.
One begins to approach, being like,
Morning, fellas.
"Hey, who are you? Where'd you get down here?"
Well, we were on our own special mission down these dirty shafts. We got sent to search for a couple runaway dwarves. So sent by the seer we were.
Priskin, you really let those fucking 3 get away? I thought you would have just let them take a piss. And the one, it's coming from one by the table, and the guy who's approaching is just like,
Look,
just don't.
we'll get back to you, all right? But we've been instructed as I'm kind of gesturing everyone else to move along to the middle here.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I'll stand right next to this guy and be like, we've been instructed to make an example of the ones that run away to all the other dirty dwarves in here. Instruct your guys down further. Bring them all into this area.
This
Got a
wild,
bit of a show.
this wild dwarf with quite intense muscle mass looks at you and goes, looks to you, this new form coming in, and then looks to Elmet coming in, basically tied up and just beaten. It's just like, "You dirty, rotten scoundrel! I hope you fucking die in the depths of hell!" You just see they're furious.
Back at you, buddy. Now, come on. Go get the others down further. Bring all these dwarves in here.
Priskin, looks like we're going to get a show made at your expense. You see 2 of them then begin to run off. The 2 at the table begin to run off. And for the sake of revelry, they do return, all gathered. So, bring yourselves up where you want to pull off your execution.
I'd say put all the dwarves in the middle, like as a group.
Yeah.
So like all the dwarves will be on here, and then we'll have our guy, our illusion over here.
Okay, so illusion guy is going here.
Just here.
All right. Where's everyone else going?
Yeah.
So imagine all the guards are sort of gathered around the centerpiece.
Yeah.
Sandstorm is going to position himself right behind Belvin.
So, and then through telepathic bond, I'll say to everyone like, so when I raise the wall of force around the dwarves, McCath will block off the entrance, and then give them hell.
And then we'll wait for you.
Actually, we'll put the guy over here.
It was
Nim.
on the phone. What was the
So
What was on the phone? I said, yeah.
oh, okay. So we've gathered them all up, the guards and the dwarves.
Yep.
And
Is-
when Kaz does a wall of force around the dwarves, McCath will block off the entrance, and then everyone else just goes fucking ham on the guards.
Okay.
Are there guards in the middle with the dwarves,
No, that's
we want to go with silent stuff, don't we?
or are you just moving all the tokens?
I'm just moving all the tokens around at the moment. There's just a lot of tokens to move.
This ruins our
around.
plans.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
So if you
I
kind of, is the where the guards positioned? Is that?
Because they're all like surrounding the dwarves in the middle.
Yeah, right.
But then we're going to surround the dwarves for protection. I cast Unbreakable Condom on the dwarves.
Oh my gosh.
Protection.
Oh no, it's been in my wallet for months.
Oh no, it has no
The
effect.
friction has rubbed a hole in it.
Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna use silent spells, pretty much, haven't we?
No, not necessarily.
We just don't want to alarm people outside.
We don't.
Well, there's a massive. We're like underground.
We are underground, but the main thing was nothing that's gonna collapse this mine.
Yeah, basically.
So
We don't want explosions.
yeah, it can make some noise, but yeah.
So like noise is fine, especially if we block the entrance with a wall of ice.
Mm.
Like noise isn't going to get through that.
Yeah.
Alright, so McCaff is going to position herself just over here. Ikram, you can position yourself where you
Where?
want.
Oh god.
I'd just say position in the spot where it's going to be easy to cast your spells.
Yeah.
And not get hit, probably. And we don't want to overlap AoEs on each other. You know what I mean? We want to hit heaps of guards and not us.
Yep.
So I recommend if we're sort of close to each other and just sort of like leave the guards in a big group that we can.
Well, the guards can position themselves. We can't dictate where they go.
No, but we can position where we go.
Yeah. And I have.
So I reckon we all group up sort of up here.
McCath needs to see this entrance to be able to cast.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But what's Ikram doing down there?
This is where I want to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll sort it out. Okay.
So this is
Wait,
your guy.
so who's
All right. Are we ready?
who's
Is
that?
everything
Is that
ready,
you,
Carl?
Brad? That's you. So bam, bam.
Yeah, I'm
bam.
here.
We're up here.
Sandstorm's right
basically.
behind me. And Sandstorm's kind of slowly moving his way, like sneaking behind these guys.
Well, there's these two guards down here as well.
Yes.
Yeah, there's two there. So how many guards are there in total? Looks like 6.
6.
Is there any objection to me being here?
No, it's up to you, dude.
There
Just
should be
because I'm
two
worried
more.
that this guard here is going to take her out and break her concentration on that spell.
I just want to see if
Yeah,
Two-
protect McCath.
Two more guards, then rock up.
Stay with McCath,
okay.
I'd say.
So there's 8 guards.
8 guards.
Total of
Yep.
8. So
Can we get Sandstorm to quickly sneak up and see if there's anyone actually up near the elevator?
All
I
right.
mean, telepathic bond. Yeah, if you tell him to sneak up, he'll just.
Like while everyone's moving around, I
Yeah,
just want to make
while
sure
it's
no one's
going-
up near the elevator.
While everyone's kind of getting the dwarves in, I'm pretty sure all these guards are probably eyeing that off. Sandstorm will attempt to kind of try to sneak up this pathway.
All right, make him a stealth check and a perception check.
Well, he doesn't even need to sneak because he's disguised.
That's true. So
But I mean,
just
just so he's not so
obvious.
obvious about it, yeah.
Obvious.
All right, so with that,
A
this
23 and a 21.
this shaft continues down quite the distance, making and then dips down.
Gonna pee real quick.
Sandstorm gathers. It's a bit of a trek away.
Okay, cool.
I mean, well, that's okay in itself
Yeah.
because if we use a wall of ice, sound's not going to go down there.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and Sandstorm's going to relay that in telepathic bond.
okay,
It's a fair did he get to the elevator?
Nope.
No.
okay, well
Now
that's fine.
Got
Yeah,
300
funny.
feet down, then came back.
Oh fuck. Yeah,
Heaps, yeah.
we got heaps of space. I'm making my way back now. And so Sandstorm will actually, on his way back, he will kind of stand up here as well then.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
I guess we'll wait for Rob to get back.
So
Well-
everyone, thank you for joining us tonight for Dragon's Brew D&D. We are down 2 cast members. We are down a Sandstorm and we are down a McCaff, just due to general exhaustion and tiredness through 2 of our harder working. Well, we're actually all hard working.
Wow.
We all
I
do
was gonna
ridiculous
say, you
fucking
better
hours.
not, mate. You fucking better not.
You fucking better not, you tradie
fucking what, mate?
scum. Yeah, I wear work socks every day too. I'm kidding.
Yeah, damn straight.
I wear fluffy socks.
I wear fluffy socks as well because they're the most comfortable and they're made of
They're
bamboo.
so good. Oh yeah.
Fluffy, thick, like tradie work socks are fucking mint. Get on that.
I'm slowly getting a good range of some good socks.
Like
I
Footwear
now
is
buy
honestly
only
so
the
important.
I only buy the exact same line, the exact same brand because they are just that comfy, supportive, and warm.
All right, what do you get, and where do you get them?
Kmart actually. They're Kmart,
Cool.
12 to 14 bucks.
Sweet. I think
Yeah.
I know which ones you're talking about.
Yeah,
They're good.
I'll get them.
they got a subtle greenness to them. But anyway, are we ready to kick this off?
Okay, so when everyone's there, done, ready, all right, I'm just gonna be like, all right, bring this dirty dwarf in the middle of them so they all can get a good look.
Alrighty.
They go, "How dare you do this to Elmet? How dare you?" And they just, some of them spit in the ground and begin to curse in Dwarvish. And some,
You'll all get what's coming to you. All you need to do is sit still and watch.
And then, so how high up is the room we're in actually currently?
so it's only about 10 foot.
Okay,
10 foot to the
perfect.
ceiling.
No, that's absolutely perfect. And then I'll give a nod to Belvin.
Belvin will
I'll
nod back.
say, pay close attention, dwarves. And I'll whip out my cube and say, the execution is about to begin. And I will cast my Wall of Force.
Even the guards are just a little bit like, huh?
And
And I'm going to just draw where I do my Wall of Force.
Thank you.
Nothing.
and pretty much as soon as he does that, Belvin's just gonna turn around and just his gauntlet will just flame up, and he's just gonna turn around and just clock the dude next to him.
Yeah.
He's gonna, do you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna Falcon punch.
Yes!
Completely blindsided him.
Yep.
Love it.
Alright.
And Sandstorm is going to throw his dagger at the one next to McCaff. This guy. He's just gonna be like.
Alright, let's get some combat music going right now.
Yeah, let's get a surprise round while we've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a surprise round. The dwarves are just, their faces go from anger to complete shock. Meanwhile,
you
the
get in
guards
there,
are exact same.
Casimir, can you get in your own wall of force?
No. But I left a little pathway so I can actually get through.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'd be completely blocked off.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure if you were wall of forcing them, gonna help us take care of the guards, and then teleport them later. I wasn't too sure what you're.
Yeah. So I've just priorities keeping them safe.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, that's cool.
So-
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I completely blocked off this way, but I can get through here.
Yep. That's cool.
Okay. Alright. So, with that, the wall of force goes up. There's a shimmering, very translucent field that goes around. McCaff throws her hand over to the side as there's an arcane sigil that is created and is sent over, creating a wall of ice.
I'm going to basically just charge at this dude, just beeline for him, pull out the crippler, and then just fucking smash him across the head with all 8 charges of my power strike.
Holy Alright, so that's 10d8.
Might hurt him a lot.
I mean, that's 8d10.
You got to hit him, right?
You gotta hit him
Yeah.
first.
It's advantage.
So it's an advantage, yeah. So, let's
so I'll just
let's
do the crippler roll.
yeah, let's do this in order first. Hold on, Brad. Yeah, no, this
yeah,
works.
sorry.
This works. This works. No, this works. Ikram
No, I
comes
like Brad's
through-
one better though. This is cool.
Yeah, Brad, make your attack roll with your gauntlet at advantage.
Oh, lucky.
Boom!
Very consistent.
All right, and now I'm going to make 2 dexterity saving throws at disadvantage. Not going to succeed. And not going to succeed. So, 9 bludgeoning, 5 fire, 6 fire. So it's gonna be 16. You punch this guy with so much force. The explosive energy of the fire sends him flying back into his friends, who then go boom, boom, just 10-pin bowling.
Dominoes.
Domino effect. And they all go flying back into a pile. Prone. Onto the ground.
Big dog.
That's pretty much what I expect when the unarmed strike with this gauntlet now is a falcon punch. Pretty
Yep.
much. Just
Pretty much.
So, Ikram, I need you to roll me 8d8.
Plus your normal attack.
So, your normal attack's there for 12. I just need 8d8 left. As you come on in, you see the crippler charges of power. You just... 4.
Wow, 3 1s.
And 2 2s.
Oh my god.
Oof.
And you hear a...
Ooh.
in the femur as this man goes crashing down to the ground, screaming just.
but I mean, at the same time, Sandstorm's literally threw his dagger at that same guy.
And I was kind of aiming for the head so that way it wouldn't make any fucking sound, hopefully.
Oh,
Well, I mean, there's multiple guys here, so it doesn't
well,
matter.
Yeah,
if
that's
that's
true.
the case, he's gonna roll a Constitution saving throw if you say you're going for the head, because
Yeah, well, I'm assuming we're going to knock him out. So.
When you said he went Thor, it's like, yeah, goes for the head.
on an 8, he is going to crash to the ground. He is out cold. You see his body's going into shock, and you're not too sure if he's responsive.
Oh, we'll be right.
Well, I mean, if Sandstorm sees that, pretty much he's just going to be like under the arm to one of the guys that fell over. Then
Yeah, he's
Do we roll initiative now, or?
got.
we've still got everyone's surprise round.
So we'll just do Sandstorms now. So Sandstorm can use his daggers to attack and sneak attack.
And Mikath brings up the wall of ice too.
And Mikath has brought up the wall of ice already, correct?
Perfect.
So that will be the
We
surprise round.
That one.
No prisoners. And by the way, the wall of force is completely invisible,
Yes.
so these guys wouldn't even know about it.
That there is no wall of force there.
Yeah, it's invisible. Because these guys don't have blind sight like all the fucking dragons we fight.
No, these are just fucking humans, man. I gotta give you a little bit of fun.
I almost feel bad for them. Almost.
I
Well,
don't.
don't say that yet.
Not 10d8 worth of fucking feel bad.
So a 28. Does a 28 hit?
28's gonna hit.
All right. So what's that? 11, 30 points of damage all up.
30 points of damage, and he's going to take the same as he's going to take some falling damage as well. Did you say 30?
30. Yep.
Well, 30. Alright, so. Oh, yeah, so the one that Sandstorm stabs on the ground with that first strike, not looking too good at all. With two of his friends over top of him, he's struggling to get up as he's looking at him, as he's just holding his wound, like, Ugh! He does get another attack as well.
Yep. And well, I mean that's because he's literally lightning straight to his dagger, and it's just like with the other one.
Just back
Yeah,
In the back.
in the back.
pretty much. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong sheet, and it's gonna be which one is it? The DTD. Oh, well, that was meant to be it.
Oh my god, gonna melt him.
Not going to melt him. But with that, he has suffered some serious injuries.
Another 13.
13. Yeah, he's got a Constitution saving throw as well for a sudden. Yeah, and with that last attack, he goes, oh, and drops down.
And yeah, all right. I guess that's surprise round.
That's the surprise round. Click on your tokens, everyone, and roll initiative.
You can't just say roll initiative. Oof, some low rolls.
What about click and spin? Does that work?
Sure.
Sounds a little suggestive.
Well, it's meant to be. Of course, because these guys are taken completely by surprise.
Good.
Yes.
On
Get
a
shit
1. They are completely shit on. Alright, Sandstorm goes first.
Alright, and it's pretty much after just taking both daggers out, he's pretty much just gonna... he's gonna make sure he's out of the line of sight of this next guy who's on the ground. But he's on the ground, so it doesn't really matter.
They're still prone, yeah.
Yeah, so he's pretty much just gonna jump up and be like, "Da-da!"
So you're still going to have advantage. That's still going to be a sneak
Yeah,
attack as well.
That's what
So
I
it's
thought
just
about because he was.
because you got advantage on the roll. So it's
I'm just imagining it's like climbing up with ice picks. It's just like climbing up bodies.
gosh.
Ooh.
Does a 19 hit?
19's going to hit.
Rightio. So altogether, that's 9, 31, 38, 44 points of damage.
44, minus 44. Whew. He doesn't look good at all, but he's rallying. He's like, ugh, about to push his friend off,
Yeah.
and then about to stand up and get ready to
And
fight.
Sandstorm will then jump back away
Oh, sorry.
and
Yeah.
into the corner and use his bonus action to hide around whatever these sort of...
Okay.
And he actually has something to hide behind.
He does.
Yes.
What do you mean I can't just hide?
I'm invisible. But chance up, you're not always invisible.
Yeah, but there's some sort of darkness somewhere.
Right.
I
It's
know
a brightly
it,
lit room, Sandstorm. God damn it.
but there's a shadow on the floor there.
My own
You
shadow.
hide. He hides his... Essentially,
I
that's
hide
what it's
in my own
supposed to
shadow.
become.
But yes, no, Sandstorm will. So lengthen. What's there? What are they? Just blocks of wood or what?
Just
What's that?
planks of wood piled up.
He's just gonna stretch his body real low, and he's just gonna hide behind.
He's
it.
planking.
Yeah. And that's his turn because he 27 stealth.
Oh, he's gone. McAfee's going to come around, get to here, and she's going to hold her hand out and create a sparking arcane sigil that then shatters as she expels forth her hand and opens her mouth in sort of a draconic roar and cry of anguish, releasing a chain lightning.
Oh. Oh. Holy shit!
Okay, I think they're dead.
Holy
fuck.
fuck.
And let's see if they can beat that. Nope.
Aren't you meant to be like
Nope.
them?
I
I feel
am.
like you're helping us.
I am them.
But holy, goddamn!
Carl's not the enemy. Carl's the storyteller.
Exactly. On a 54, on that much, yeah, they all fail. As a lot of them are then electrocuted, just they all take that much in damage, but they're barely.
Clean or is that divided out?
No, they
No, they
each
take that
take
each.
54
That's-
each.
Fuck.
Chain lightning.
Chain lightning's good.
What level
And that
spell
would-
is that?
6th.
6.
Ah, fair enough.
And that bounced to every single one of them, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I thought so.
To the 4 of them.
to the three. Yeah,
Hits
it
one
hit
and then
one
bounced to
and then
three.
arced off to the other
Yeah.
three.
Yeah. I was just curious because I was wondering how many chain lightning goes, and I'm pretty sure maximum is like 3 creatures.
I think it's 4, but only they have to jump within 30 feet.
Yeah, it has to be within a certain range.
Like
30 feet.
each jump is 30 feet maximum.
Still, 30 feet's pretty fucking big.
Yeah, it's good.
True, it is a 6th level. You want it to be pretty good.
As her bonus
Oh
action,
no, it's 3 jumps. Sorry. Yep,
as
you're right.
she's let loose the lightning, you can see that she's
quick and cast another sigil just in her hands, just really quick, a small one. But then she holds up and just like blowing a kiss, and you see, very similar to a Ravator's floating little snowflake, goes arcing over towards them, and then stops in the middle of time, and then spins around, increases the spin as she quick and casts Frost Vortex.
Doesn't even need us.
Which then...
We should all just log off and Kyle can play D&D himself.
Exactly, yeah. Goodbye, guys.
Holy shit, look how many 4s in that damage.
4. Damn.
6
Jesus.
out of 10.
As this...
Not fucking bad.
like which you experienced for Ravator's subtle little hanging snowflakes that were in his lair. This is exactly like that as it explodes, and they are all frozen in completely. Just one of them even leans back and shatters onto the floor, and McCaff, you see, is just very sad and angry expression on her face. Next, Ikram.
She kind of stuffed all of my plans though.
Well, there's 2 left now.
It's only
Up
2.
here. And one's weakened.
So all those guys are gone.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they got fucked up.
DED dead.
Yes. They got fucked up. Big time.
I don't know.
There's literally 2 dudes.
There's 2 alive.
I know.
Remember, we might have a big fight happen still later in the day.
And they're both prone, and one's weakened.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to do? So the one on the right has been stabbed a couple of times and is bleeding out. And it's not looking healthy at all.
I had so many other ideas, but you just cleaned them all out with that one move.
McCath, Monty is a glass cannon.
Yeah, true.
Super fucking powerful. Heaps of damage.
Sorcerer, dude. Sorcerers.
Yeah.
Squishy as book.
Might just cast Moonbeam on him.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That save isn't right.
That's
Can't beat DC 12.
I think it's 18, right? 17 or
No,
18.
that's definitely not 12. It's got to be 18. Alright,
Oh, okay.
so con save. First one. They both succeed.
Oh. Well, fuck you, Kyle.
Nice one.
You've got to share the love for everyone else.
I don't think there's anything I can really else do.
So,
Actually, no, can't do that.
That's right, we'll probably
No.
need to save resources anyway. If we fight later anyway.
Yeah, that's cool. Might just move closer and to like here and a bit more in front of. I've blanked on her name.
McCath.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, Casimir.
Well, alrighty. I'll just move up near Belvin. And I'm just going to shoot a firebolt at the guys on the ground.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
Big disadvantage.
Oh, because they're prone, right? Okay. Ooh, 12.
12. He kind of pulls up his armor so it hits the breastplate as he's trying to struggle up, and he's like, "Ugh, you fucking dirty!" Ugh." Just seething with anger.
Well, Kaz isn't even mad about that. He's like, alright, I didn't want to steal your thunder, Belvin. Do you mind?
All right. Belvin's gonna run up to. Could he reach the guy that Sandstorm hit?
Yes. They're both prone on top of each other.
Yeah. Sandstorm. Sandstorm. Belvin is just gonna light up his gauntlet again, and he's just gonna clock the dude Sandstorm stabbed right in the face.
Akmar, thank you so much for the donation. Everyone gets a mulligan, a luck die.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mwah, long time no see, friend. Hello.
Much
Thank.
love. Because Sandstorm's not here though, Belvin gets his luck dice.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
If Belvin donates
We'll
one
roll
of
with
dice
We'll
to
roll with that.
Casimir.
Anyway,
No.
so they're laying in ambush. They're ready to go. Thank you. We will.
You too, Akmar.
Are you gonna punch him again?
Yeah, I punched the dude Sandstorm.
In the back.
How do you want to do it?
Just punch him. Just punch him out.
Just poof. You see, as soon as your fist connects with the back of his head, his forehead connects with the stone floor.
Yeah.
There is then a pool of blood.
You get improved divine smite on those as well, don't you?
Yes.
I can, but I. Well, I mean, actually, that would happen on every strike. Yes.
Every attack, yeah.
Every attack.
Yeah, and for my second attack, I'm actually just gonna grab the other dude and lift him up. Gonna grapple him.
All right.
Has he got weapons?
He does have a lance in his hand. His short sword is his long sword is sheathed. But you know, he's currently just got punched in the face and got sent flying across the room, so he's still considered prone when being grappled.
So yeah, Belvin will try to just hold him and just kind of grapple him.
All right, hold him down. So make a contested strength check, please, or athletics.
Is it? I was gonna say, is it athletics?
Yeah.
21.
I wonder. Yeah, that's acrobatics. On a 16. Nope. He's not getting up anytime soon. You hold him down by the head, throat, chest, any way you want.
Pretty much the chest.
Just keep him pinned down.
Yep.
Nice.
Pinned down and probably chuck my knee on his arm that's holding the lance.
And he's just like, ugh, ugh. He just looks at you, just, anything else you want to do with your turn?
To pretty much just say, your time is finished.
And with that, we're going to
Funny how
end
you
our
start
session.
stroking a cat while you say that.
Ooh. That's not a cat.
Yeah, with that, we're going to
I got the dragon on my side.
end our session. What a line to finish it on.
Oh,
We'll,
actually worked out
When do we
really
finish
well.
this early?
The plan worked out, guys.
the play
Yeah,
worked out really
nice
well.
work.
That was a really good
I'm,
plan.
I'm surprised you finished it there. Or are you just afraid we'll go too late again?
Because if we keep going, we're probably going to get balls deep.
Yeah, if you keep going, you're gonna get balls deep. Because I thought this was gonna be passed before the break.
Oof.
But you know what? We're gonna end right here, and it will give me more time to prepare for next week. Because oof. So
Did you expect the spot of it to take longer, or
I
Probably
expect
less.
like a minute.
And that was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
could have turned into the whole episode?
Hey, look, Kyle, it's been a while since we've had to plan stuff, so
Yeah, look, no, it's been good.
honestly. And now we actually need to make sure we remind ourselves of what we all could do again, like properly, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
I'll have to remind Robbie again next week anyway.
Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely.
And well, I mean, kudos to Ikram persuading spiders.
As you do.
And
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
making these weird clicking noises, and I'm like, is he okay?
Have you not? I was going to say, have you not seen Harry Potter? But hey, you
Yeah.
probably have. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, are they like the big spider, or are they like the little baby spiders? They're still fucking massive, but it's like, there's a big difference.
Yeah, we'll pick up next session.
I'd like to say that we pretty successfully saved these dwarves.
That was a
Fucking
great plan. You know what? Everyone can have an inspiration die for that.
Yeah.
Everyone can have a luck die for that.
I was going to say inspiration die.
Yeah, luck die.
Everyone can have a luck die for that. Because that was really good. And I'll put it on McCaff sheet and
No,
put it
that
on.
was
Because I was just thinking, like the disguises are good, but how can we use it effectively?
Oh,
that
no,
was a good
yeah, that
plan
was
to get
really
them
good.
all together. Yeah, definitely.
That was real fucking good. Like, seriously.
I'm just hoping that no one heard it.
No, well,
Heard,
we blocked.
heard
We
you
blocked.
yell Falcon Punch.
Next, we blocked it off with a wall of ice, and it's a long ass tunnel. We already confirmed that.
Yeah.
So, like, the sound's not going to travel that far.
Can you change it from unarmed strike to Belvin punch? Or Falcon punch?
Belcon punch.
Nova punch? Nova punt.
Oof.
It's essentially what it does.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will be back next week with Dragon's Brew D&D. You can catch me on Tall Squall's channel on Saturday 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 5 a.m. Sunday Australian Eastern Standard Time. You can also catch Underachievers D&D on Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and you can also see us again next week unless there's something that comes up where we won't be able to make it. Anyone has a current idea? No? Yes?
That should be sweet.
Next week,
Yeah.
we just
Should
won't
be
have
should be
more-
fun.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Mon's away.
We'll just have one. Alright, well, until then, friend, foes, and familiars,
Just one friend.
just one friend. Just one. One friend, one foe, one familiar. Keep rolling 20s. 4 bye.
Bye.
See you, friends. Bye.